Hello guys and welcome to another plan with me. This week we are planning for the week of my 1-year wedding anniversary, which is May 15th through the 21st, and I will be using the Always kit from SPC, which was based off of my wedding, and it is so freaking cute and wonderful and magical, and I am so glad to get to use it again. Obviously I used it last year for my wedding, and so I'm just going to be using it in this planner for the anniversary. I am going to be using the Hey Boo underlays. This is actually the wedding foil bundle in the shop. If you buy the wedding foil bundle, it will come with this sheet, this shirt, 2 of the Hey Boo underlays, the Romance 1 quotes, and this washi. There is also this extra color, which I do not think I'm going to bring in. My planner is from Printpression, as well as the inserts. Let's get to the correct week, and we will just get going on this. Okay, all right, okay. I'm just gonna throw on we're gonna start with the first row of glitter headers as we go through the tales of the week. Monday, the first thing I had to mark was that it was 2 weeks till Disney. As I'm filming this, it's 1 week till Disney. This is the next plan with me after this one, or no, 2 plan with me's after this one. We had Disney plan with me. Just get some snacks prepared already because this is going to be a long one. But then we just did our usual. It was payday, had a post office drop, got groceries, got McDonald's, planned, filmed, worked, did laundry. I need to do laundry today, actually. Ugh. Then Tuesday was my bestie pal Caitlin's birthday, so you know, sent her a good old happy birthday text. And then I had to go to HEB to get, I don't even know what, some nacho stuff, because we last minute decided we were gonna do nachos for game night. So I did that, but then they didn't even have everything that I needed, so then I went to Target to get the rest. I'm going to be using these days of the week from my shop. This is Font Choice 5, and they won't come all crinkled like this. That's just, you know, my poor storage at the moment. So we did that, and then I did some reading. What was I reading at that moment? Let me check on the good old Goodreads. My books are read, completed. 14, 15. I guess that's when I started the book I'm currently reading. Yeah, I didn't read a ton this week, which is Dead Woman Crossing by Geneva Rose. It's like okay so far. The main character is like cool, I like her, but like her stepdad, oh my god, he's the most misogynistic POS ever, and it's like unbearable to read when he talks, which is like the point of his character, but oh my god, hate him. So I read some of that, and then me and Chris went on a nice little walk, and then we worked, and I had a good, cute little mental breakdown. I'm going to be using the date numbers that come in the bundle, but if you don't want the bundle and you want them, you can either get them in the weekly essentials, or this is just Font Choice 5, and I'm using rose gold with this because that is the color of my wedding band, and Chris's wedding band is like wooden with like a rose gold stripe through it, so obviously had to use the good old rosy gold. And these holes are hole choice 3. So yeah, I had a good old little minty bee, and that was a time to be alive. And then I woke up in the morning and figured out exactly why that mental breakdown occurred when I woke up to my period. Ooh. So that happened, and then I spent some time taking pictures for Board Game Girlies, and then I did some filming, I worked, and on my way to Andrea's house, I talked on the phone with my dad. I don't even know why. He has me call him a lot of the times, but like I always like have really bad service, and then like the call drops like 15 times. But anyhow, caught up with him a little bit. Then I got to Andrea's, and we went to IKEA because we both needed to go to IKEA, and we figured if we're going, we might as well just go together. So we went to IKEA. I got the 4x4 calyx, which at the moment I still have not put together because I haven't had the time to reorganize all of my board games because, yeah, I have run out of space pretty badly. So we bought that. She needed to get a drawer for her calyx to put her like smaller games in. So we did that, and then we went out to dinner, and we like found this place. We're like, yeah, let's go here. And we're pulling up. We're like, is this inside of the Embassy Suites? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, Embassy Suites is like a Holiday Inn. Like, it's not like a nice hotel. It doesn't have restaurants. But I shit you not, it was in fact in the Embassy Suites, but it had its own like entrance from the outside. So we went there. And we literally got an appetizer, we each got a flatbread, and we got dessert, and we had enough leftovers to take home for Nick to have dinner, and it was only like $30. So, it was a great time, honestly. I was a big fan of the whole situation. So, we did that, and then we had like a little girls' game night. We played this new game to us called Earth. It's actually just a new game in general, and it's very hyped up and very popular at the moment. And we're both like, why? What's so good about it? Because it's seemingly trash. So that happened, and we're currently playing it now again on Board Game Arena to see if like maybe we missed something, missed like a rule, but no, it's just like really boring. And this was also the day that I made an account on Board Game Arena, and we began our journey of just constantly playing games. We have 3 different games of Ark Nova going. One of them is with Jenna from Planning Roses, and then one's with just like another person from Instagram. The 3 of us, we have like 2 3-person games going. We have a Just Us game going. We have a game of Earth going. We have a game of Obsession going. We just got all the games going currently. So that was the day that we started that journey. So then Thursday, Chris had a haircut appointment, so he went and got his haircut, and then he picked us up Panda Express on the way home. We worked, I watched YouTube, and I literally played Ark Nova all day with Andrea, and then I was having terrible cramps that night. I literally felt like shit, and I was absolutely exhausted, so that was pretty much all of Thursday. Friday, oh my god, Friday was like an impromptu, fantastic, wonderful day. So basically, okay, me and Andrea had discussed like how we still needed to go to like the other half-price books that we haven't gone to and check them out, blah blah blah. And then she was like, yeah, like I'm not doing anything Friday. Too bad you already took a day off this week. Like you like messed up your days off this week. And I'm like, well, I mean, like it's been a pretty slow week and I could still get all of my open orders done before my trip. So like, what are we doing? So we planned an extravaganza. I went to her house like right when I woke up. I got there at like 10 something in the morning, and then we drove like 40 minutes south to a half-price books. We looked at that half-price books, then we went to a half-price books closer to the city. So we did that, and then we went to like this diner, 24 Diner, I think it's called, downtown by Book People, and we got like brunch, I guess. This service was weird, man. Like, we ordered our food. He was, like, fine. Took our drink orders, took our food orders, whatever. Then the food came out. We're, like, halfway done with our food when he comes out with, like, the condiments. Like, he brings, like, jam for the bread, and he brings, like, hot sauce and, ketchup for the potatoes. So, like, but we're, like, almost done at this point. We're like, okay, whatever, thanks. And then he's just gone. Doesn't exist any longer. Can't find him anywhere, to the point that like we probably waited like 15 minutes 20 minutes for him like looking even to see if we could like wave to him like, oh, like yeah, we're ready for the check. No. And I'm like, well, it's a diner, maybe you just go up and pay. No. Andrea goes up and he's like, oh yeah, let me go find him. So he has to like procure the waiter, which he does, and then we paid and we left. And then we went to Book People, which I was a good old girl and did not get anything, which I am proud of, because I like having a lot of unplayed games on my shelf does not give me the kind of like overwhelmed feeling that having a bazillion unread books does. So Andrea somehow left with like $1 million books. I think she got 4 books and I got nothing. So then we left Book People, and we went to One More Half Price Books after that, and it was just, I only got 2 things at half price books. She only got a handful of things. We didn't buy a ton that day, but it was just one of those, like, good for the soul, get out of the house, feel the sunshine, because it was beautiful weather type of days, which was just wonderful. Then I came home, I worked, I had a very productive evening, watched YouTube, and continued playing Ark Nova online with Andrea. And then Saturday, I woke up in the morning, worked all day, watched YouTube, played more Ark Nova online. And then we had game night, and Nick's friend came, so we played like a bunch of, not like a bunch, we actually played one game that took a really long time, but I'll get into it. We had like a build your own nacho bar, which was so freaking good, delicious, wonderful, magical. I loved it. And so we did that, and then we first started out by playing Unstable Unicorns as like a little appetizer. We played it while we were eating, and it was a lot of fun. And then after that, I think we played one round of 7 Wonders, which is like fine. I don't really like 7 Wonders. It's very like a whatever type of game to me. And then Nick's friend Tony brought this game called like Forbidden Desert. And so we watched kind of like a how to play it, but we couldn't find a good one. So I just read the directions and explained it to everybody. And essentially there's like all of these square tiles, and you're trying to find the pieces of like your ship to like get out of this desert, because we like had a crash landing and it exploded, so we're trying to find all of the pieces, and it's like this whole thing. But then after every time you have a turn, you have to like play an action basically and pretend you're like being the storm, and the storm is just like coming for you. And we ended up losing. It's the type of game where like you can lose. Like we ended up just running out of sand pieces, which when that happens, it's considered to be a loss. And so we lost. And Andrea, the whole time beginning of the game, we're explaining it, and she's sitting there like all like, what the fuck's going on? Like confused and not really down for the game. Girl has already since bought the game. That's how much of like her opinion changed throughout the game, but it was a lot of fun. So we played that, and then we played a game of Wingspan, and it was just overall a wonderful, magical time. However, I slept like absolute asshole. Basically, Chris plays this game called Old School RuneScape, and they're doing like this thing, him and his friends. It's called like a bingo board. I only half pay attention about it because I don't really understand it. But that had started that evening, and we didn't get home till like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then Chris was staying up to like do some of this stuff for bingo. And like I had a hard time falling asleep because I had drinking caffeine too late, and I was just like going. And so I couldn't fall asleep, and then I did fall asleep, and like right when I fell asleep, Chris came in, and it apparently like startled me, and I literally felt like I did not sleep at all in the morning. I literally felt horrible. I do have my thing for the sidebar. I'm just gonna put it in here. This is the Wedding Munchkins from Once More with Love, and I'm just gonna write in here 1 year, and we're gonna do the deco. But yeah, so I slept horrendously that night, and it was just a terrible time, if I'm being honest with you. I was miserable the next day, which is kind of sad because it was our anniversary. It was officially 1 year since me and Chris got married. So cute. So we woke up in the morning, not like early, but like early considering I didn't fall asleep for the night probably until like 4 a.m. So we got up at 9, and we were like, we're gonna go to breakfast. We went to the breakfast place that we really like, and they were like, yeah, it's gonna be a 40-minute wait. We're like, whatever, like any place is gonna be a wait on a Sunday, not a big deal. So we went into my car, and we actually watched our wedding video. It was like on the docket of things we were gonna do for the day. So I was like, yeah, well, why don't we just watch it now while we're just sitting here? And Chris is like, yeah, true, like let's just watch it. So we did, and it was so emotional and cute, and it was just truly perfect, best day of my life. And so rewatching the video and getting to like relive it, I'm like, yes, paying for a videographer, worth every freaking dime, because we're gonna make it a tradition to watch it every year. So we watched that in the car, and then the wait, literally the video that, well, we have like the full getting ready, full ceremony, full reception video, which are all long, and then we have like a 7-minute highlights video. So we watched that and then pretty much immediately got called. The wait only ended up being like 11 minutes or something, so that was pretty cool. I got biscuits and gravy, Chris got chicken fried steak, and it was delish. Then we came home and I played like a bunch of different games on BGA, which is Board Game Arena, and then we worked, and then I finished everything that I had foil pulled for, so we decided to go out to dinner. And I tried finding something new, which like I did find something new, but it was horrendous. Chris liked his. I got like Japanese fried chicken, and it was just like advertised to be like really tiny pieces of chicken, but like it was like bigger than a chicken nugget size, and I'm very weird about meat, and it was just not good. So I was like not happy. Chris got some sort of like teriyaki burger, and he really liked it. And I was like, good, enjoy, because we're never coming back. But I was like, I'll just go to Sonic and get a pretzel on the way home. So I go to Sonic, I order approximately 2 pretzels and a milkshake, because I was like, I deserve a milkshake. Then, like, we're at, like, one of the stalls. The card reader, not working. So Chris has to go in and pay. Then they bring it out. And whipped cream everywhere. I hate whipped cream. And it says, ask about whipped cream. I didn't ask for whipped cream. So, kind of mad. And then, basically, it was just one of those things where it was, like, one annoying thing after another to the point that I was just pissed off. On top of that, I was absolutely exhausted. I threw the milkshake away when I got home, because at that point the whipped cream had melted into it, and that just disgusts me. Whipped cream's like top 5 foods I hate. Ugh, it's so nasty. And then it's like whipped cream, most meats, and mayonnaise are probably like the top 3 things that repulse me in life. So whatever, I ate that, and then I quite literally went to sleep by 9 o'clock. Look, I was exhausted. We laid down, and like Chris was like, yeah, I'm gonna do like more of I'm gonna stay up again tonight, but like I want to spend some time with you. And I was like, okay, well, like I'm literally just gonna like pass out, so you can just leave after I fall asleep. So I literally passed out in like 30 minutes, and I slept probably like 11 hours last night, and I've never felt better. I don't know why I took all of these off, because I literally don't need 3 of them. These are so cute. I've not used these headers yet. Big fan. I'm also parched, and I do not have a drink because I finished my McDonald's Diet Coke already. Okay. Once I finish, I'm just gonna destash. I usually keep the little thingy, what are they called? Icons. But I have an entire sheet of untouched rose gold ones. I do not use rose gold that often. Even if it is my favorite, it just doesn't match all that much. So I'm using these corners on the scene. And then we're going to use some of these quotes. I'll use this one over here. It says, I love you every single second of my life. So I'm going to pop that on here. Honestly, I can probably use all of the quotes, but that one's my favorite. And then we'll put this one here. It says, I know true love. This one is, you are my moon and stars. I'm going to put that over that. You are something magical. We'll put that on the prezzies. We have, you are more than beautiful. We'll put that on the shoes. I have like those exact shoes that I got for my wedding. My feet ripped up. I'm going to put choose love on here. We have, you are my happy. I'll put this on here. And then, I love you with the fire of 1,000 suns. We'll put on the champagne tower. And that's the base. Now we'll zoom in and do the day by day. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay. Okay. Get this stuff out of here. This base, stunning. This wax I'm melting. I went really nose blind to it, but I just went on the rim to go recipe, and they came back, and man, she good. She a good one. So fun to use rose gold. I don't know if I've used it in my main planner at all so far this year. Nope. Not had a single opportunity. Oh, yes, I think I used it with that kit maybe. I don't know. Anywho, let's get into it. Skin over here. So the first thing I'm going to mark is that it was 2 weeks until Disney. So I'm gonna use a patterned label for that, which throws off my normal doings in these boxes. So we're gonna throw in our 3 little things up here, which is fine. And we'll do 5 little things in the bottom, which is bizarre, but it's fine. So for 2 weeks until Disney, I'm gonna use the crown from SPC, and I'm just gonna write in 2 weeks. For payday, I am going to use the rose gold money icon and just the payday script. This is from the November font of the month sampler, but this font is coming permanently to the shop. It's not the time of filming this, but by the time this goes up, it might already be up. It'll be font choice 3 if it is. And we do have the envelope icon as well as a custom PO drop in that new font choice 3. We have the grocery cart icon from the mini icons sheet as well as the grocery script in that same font, and this is all in rose gold. And down here I'm gonna do the 5 little things. Since we didn't have the 5 at the top, we still need 5 somewhere on a Monday. Mondays are my busy day. Okay. So the first thing I will be marking down here is McDonald's breakfast. So I have the hash brown from SPC as well as McDonald's in that same November font, or the new font choice 3. What's today's date? I have, well, more than, yeah. This will probably go up after that as a font. So if we're in July when you're watching this, that's font choice 3. Otherwise, it's the November font of the month sampler. I've got the sticker from SPC as well as Plan in the same font because it's from a custom multi, and then I have the camera icon from the mini icons as well as film in the same font. I've got the computer icon from the mini icons sheet as well as work from the same foil font, and then we have the laundry icon from the mini icons sampler as well as laundry from that same font. Okay. Up here, the first thing we will be marking is my friend Caitlin's birthday. I will use a little thing for that. And then I had to run over to HEB. And then I went to Target, which Target always takes a long amount of time. So we'll use this for Target. And then I read, which will call for one of these. In this direction, no, this direction. Not messing it up. Perfect. So for Caitlin's birthday, I do have the cake icon. I'm gonna write in Caitlin. Perfect. If we're going to HEB, I've got that same grocery shopping icon, and there's a hair in there. Oh well. Then I have a custom HEB script, and that's in font choice 6 unfoiled. For going to Target and going shopping, I do have the little things shopping bag icon, so that's what it would look like on a regular label. Then I've got a Target custom in font 5 in unfoiled, and then I read, and so I do have this Papershire sticker as well as read in the same new font 3. Chris and I went for a walk. So I'm gonna use this to mark that, and then we did work. And I had my mental breakdown because that's just how it be around these parts. Everything just feels like your life is ending when your period's coming, truly. If you do not have a uterus, you are lucky. So we've got the Papershire running bunny as well as a training script, which this font was the anniversary sale exclusive font. Then I have Lottie on the computer from SPC as well as work in the new font 2. And then I have the Papershire Crying Vanilla as well as a mental fucking breakdown script in font 5 rose gold. Okay. The first thing we're gonna mark over here is Aunt Flo. She was flowing, doing her damn thing. Then we're gonna mark that I took pictures and did all of the thingies for Board Game Girlies. And then I filmed. And I did some work, not a lot of work, just a little bit of work. So we're gonna use one of these. Okay. So for Aunt Flo, I've got the panties icon from the mini icon sheet, as well as an Aunt Flo script from the shop in font 4 unfoiled. For taking pictures for Board Game Girlies, we've got another camera icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom BG Girlies in font choice 6 unfoiled. And then we do have the filming camera from the same mini icons sheet, and I do have a film script left over from a custom multi, and that was the January font of the month. And then we do have the a paper and milk little Maru on a laptop with a work script in the new font 2. Down here I'm going to mark talking on the phone con mi padre with this. And then shopping around with Andrea, like going to the Ikeas and doing all the thingaroos with this. And then use this to mark us going to get food. And then we played our games and had a wonderful game night. Wonderful, magical, grand, fantastic game night. So use that. Okay, so for talking on the phone with my dad, I think I forgot to grab something. I did. I forgot to grab a food icon. That's fine. Ow! Oh, fuck! That hurt so bad. Ow. I've got the phone icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a with dad custom in the new font 2. Me and Andrea went shopping. So I do have this shopping bag, as well as a with Andrea in that same font. And then this is what I forgot to grab. We got food. Like, I feel like I grabbed it, but I think it just happened twice and I forgot about this one. Okay. So that is the place setting icon from the mini icons sheet. And I'll pull out a with Andrea script. Oh my god, I'm like bleeding all over that. These tweezers, they're no joke. They hurt. Planning battle wound. Just be like that, I guess. Got this with Andrea. This was the April font of the month, but it's also the new font 2. And then we had a little girls' night game night. So I have the dice from SPC, as well as a girls' night custom in that January font of the month. And that's the first half. Moving on to the second. Chris got us food in the morning on the way back from his hair appointment. I have the most of this color little things, the light pink. So we'll throw one of those in, and then we worked. So we'll grab this, and then I had a YouTube binge. So for the panda, we've got the Chinese takeout container, as well as a takeout script in font choice 6 in rose. And we've got the Macarons on the laptop with the same work script that I've been using. And then for YouTube binge, we've got the movie clapper from the mini icons sheet, as well as a YT binge custom. Then down here, I'm gonna mark that I played more Arc Nova. So this, and then cramps. They were cramping. They were doing it, and they sucked. Not gonna use that, because the next thing I'll use is gonna be patterned. So use that, and then a patterned rounded off box here. Cool. So for playing Arc Nova, I do have the die from SPC as well as an Arc Nova custom in the new Font Choice 2. For cramps, we're just gonna slap her in the middle from Once More With Love. And for being tired, we've got the Lottie Sleeping from SPC, as well as Tired as Fuck, that's in font 5. It's also in the bundle or on the 2023 sampler. Okay, up here the first thing we're gonna mark is our shopping extravaganza. Board game shopping. And then I'm gonna mark us getting lunch. And then I will be marking going to Book People. Okay. So for board game shopping, I've got the big old board game from SPC as well as shopping. This is font 6 in Rose. Got Food with Andrea. So we've got the Fork and Knife from SPC as well as the With Andrea custom. For going to Book People, I've got the book from the mini icon sampler as well as a custom With Andrea that's in font 6. And then I'm gonna mark that we worked, had a YouTube binge, and played more Arc Nova. YouTube binge and Arky Novi. Cool. Okay, so for working, we've got the laptop from SPC as the same work script. We've got the mini movie clapper icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as YT binge, and then we've got the cards from the mini games sampler, because Arc Nova has 255 unique cards, and then another Arc Nova script. Okay, so here we're gonna mark work. Well, we're literally working the exact same thing as well as YouTube binge and Arc Nova. LOL. YouTube binge. I did not even realize that until right this second, that it was literally exactly the same thing. That's so funny. Okay. So for working, we've got the retro computer as well as the same work script. For YouTube binge, we've got the movie clapper, the full-size one, not the mini, as well as YT binge. And then literally marking Arc Nova exactly the same. Then we had game night, so I'm gonna use a flag to mark that. Okay, perf. And we had nachos. And I slept like shots. Woke up at 11:30, feeling like a bag of shit. Here it is. Perfect. So for game night, we've got Lottie with her board game. Then I have a game night custom. This is from the January font of the month. For nachos, I have the little tortilla chip from SPC, and I'm just gonna write in nachos. And then for sleeping like shit, I've got a vanilla sleeping from Papershire, and Slept Like Shit is on either the 2023 sampler in the bundle, or that's font choice 5 in Rose. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna mark here is that it was our 1-year wedding anniversary, which is cutie pie. So we're gonna pop that in, and then we went on a brekkie date. Which I'll use a light pink, and then I played board games online. So I'm gonna use the orange. Perfect. So for our wedding anniversary, I'm gonna use the same wedding munchkins from Once More With Love. I'm gonna write in 1 year. And then for going out to breakfast, I've got this like eggs on toast from that Planner Girl, as well as a With Chris in the new font choice 3. And then for playing games, we have got the die from SPC, and then a custom BGA in the new font choice 2. And then work. Work. Here's this. And then Chris and I had a date night. And then I was just pissed off, basically. And that was the whole setup. That was the whole week. Ended with me in a sourpuss mood, but it just, sometimes that's just how it's gotta be. So for working, we've got this laptop from SPC as well as the work script. Got this cute couple scribblers that she made me, as well as the date night script, and then the Lottie with her eyes rolling, because I can't not use that in a spread, and a WTF in the new font choice 2. Let's zoom on out and I'll show you everything that's going in my discard bin, my giveaway box. And here she is. She's so cute. It's such a cute way to remember our wedding. And here's everything that I am putting in my giveaway box. We've got an overlay and a flag and some deco, scripts and such, some headers and icons, movie marquees, all of that extra color. We have got a full box, we've got date covers, we've got 2 underlays, we've got a bunch of boxes there, a bunch of stuff on that page. I used quite a bit of the little things page, most of the solids, and a bunch of the patterns. But that is everything, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then, well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.